Alright, so welcome back. For this video, we are combining both the tricks and the traps along with the master skills for the negative information and detail questions. Now, the reason we're combining this into one video is because with this question type, really there isn't a lot as far as the tricks and the traps and the master skills. This is actually what should be one of the easiest question types in the reading section of the TOEFL exam. So let's just quickly go over it. Now, as you know, this question type is basically just another form of the factual information and detail questions, but I'm sure you'll remember that the tricks and traps for that question type were quite extensive, and the master skills were also, there was quite a lot there. This one, not so much. This one should be really easy. First of all, as with identifying this question type, it's really simple because you just look for the word not or the word except in the question stem. But as I mentioned in a previous lesson, that it's not about the word not or except, but about the word true or mentioned that is going to determine what kind of question you get. And really, they have two ways of asking the question for each of these. First of all, you have one which says, all of the following is true except, or all of the following was mentioned except. So really, the only two forms with this negative information and detail question is that you have to find the one that has false information, or you have to find the one answer choice that has information which was not specifically mentioned. So as far as the tricks and the traps, using paraphrased information, this is not necessarily a trick or a trap, but it is something which can cause some problems because, and this is true with just about any of the answer choices in the reading section, when they give you an answer choice, it will be paraphrased from the way it's mentioned in the text. So they might try to give you an answer choice which looks very similar to something that was mentioned in the text, but it changes the meaning. So if you find that the meaning is different and it is false information, that is the answer for this question type. So using some similar sounding information which is different in meaning, that is the answer. If it's about something which is mentioned, about the only trick that I have noticed, or trap that I have noticed with this question type, or this form of the question type, is that sometimes they might mention some information or they'll have an answer choice which has information which was mentioned somewhere in the text, but not in the portion of the text which you are supposed to find the answer in. That I've only seen in a textbook. I've never actually heard of that being used in a test, but it is possible. But once again, the tricks and traps are basically the same, using similar sounding information, but which changes the meaning, or trying to paraphrase it so it seems like it's different, but it's actually the same. Those are about the only things that we have to worry about as far as the tricks and the traps. As far as the master skills for dealing with those, first of all, you have to identify that it is a negative information and detail question. Like I said, that's first of all, you will see either the word not or the word except in the question stem, and it will always be capitalized. So then you'll know immediately that it's a negative information and detail question. Next, you determine if it is a true or a mention question. As I mentioned before, if it says all of the following is true except, or all of the following was mentioned except. So there you're looking for the false information. There you're looking for information which was not mentioned. So if it's an everything which is true except question, the answer with the false information is true. Which of the following is not true? These two questions are exactly the same in meaning. Everything is true except, or which of the following is not true. In each case, you're looking for the information which is false. In the other type of question, you have all of the following was mentioned except, or which of the following was not mentioned. The meaning of those two questions is exactly the same. You find the information which was not mentioned. So, as far as some of the things that you can use to master this, just remember the answer choice which is not true. If it's not factually true information, that is the correct answer for this question type. If it was information which was not mentioned, then that is the answer. That is the correct answer for this question type. So, as with all of the questions, if you do not know the answer after 1 minute on this question type, just pick whichever answer you think is the best and move on. Do not spend any more than a minute on this or any of the question types, and do not leave it blank. You already know this, the reasons for this by watching the other videos and for reading the different lessons in this section. Just pick which you think is the best answer, make a note of the question type, and go back to it later if you have time. And finally, as always, relax. You got this.